This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 80 of building your own R2-D2, the half-scale droid that we've been building for the last 80 weeks. It's been that long. It feels like no time at all, but there we go. In this issue, we're going to be starting with the front panel, adding the front panel and details and buttons and things and some electronics and some stuff and lots of things going on this time. Building the Galaxy, we're looking at bring on the cast, obviously the cast for the prequels. Yeah, 2nd of July, apparently. Arriving at 7 AM for makeup and costumes. There we have Ahmed Best for doing his Jar Jar impression. It was standing in for the CG character, so the actors would have someone to relate to. R2, Astromech Part 3 about R2. It's only issue 80 and we're talking about Part 3. The booster rockets, obviously, that got seen and then never seen again. Construction robotics in real world. What's this? Hadrian X robot based on a truck. Lay bricks with great accuracy. All right, it's like the sort of slow version of 3D printing. So yeah, there we go. Other stuff to read about there if you so desire. So in this issue, we've got the large front panel, some detail bits to go on there, switch support board, switchboard, panel detail, and things. We shall get that done in no time at all. So I shall clear the bench, I'll bring the parts in, and we'll get it built. Right, here we have today's parts. Now, for some reason, seeing this panel on its own seems very small to me. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously the right size, it's half scale, but it just, being on its own, it feels small. So we're going to be adding some detail into there. We've got R2's decorative piece. Make sure you get it the right way up. That goes in the top there. And 2 of these self-tapping screws will hold that in place. I'll try it using the electric screwdriver, but generally, for the self-tapping bits, it's not been so good. Yeah, it gets most of the way there, but you've got to manually tighten it up the last little bit. That's okay. Saves me having to dig around and get any more out, so there we go. We shall put that in there, so that holds that nicely on there. Then we've got some more detail pieces to put on. This goes on that side like that. Again, 2 more screws to go in there. These are the screws that they gave us last time that we didn't use. So nice to get some use out of them. Don't know why they didn't give them to us this time. I suppose this time we've got quite a lot of bits anyway, so they spread it out a bit. So there we go. That's that one. And that one. In there. It's not a named part, it's just panel detail. I don't actually know exactly what this bit's for. There we go. This, however, is a recharge coupling. I know what this bit is. It's got a little arrow on there, which you need to make sure goes the right way. Is it matched with there? Matched. That indicates the bottom. So it's that way around. And that way around, obviously. Like that. And this goes on the other side, again with a little notch on there. It's got to be that way up. That goes in that way around. And again, this is held in place with just a single one of these screws. Get the screw on the screwdriver while I'm holding this in place with the other hand. One in there. That's most of the panel detail put in place. What we have now is the buttons, which are going to go on there. And obviously stick out so we can operate R2's functions from the buttons. And that's, again, one more screw holding that in place. Get that tightened down. There we go. And that is, in fact, the exterior part of the panel all done. Apart from, obviously, the other bits that are motorised, the little arms that pop out the top and things like that. But first of all, we've got to get the board ready. We shall prepare the board. I shall undo this. Oh, it says leave it done up. I'll leave it done up. So, what we got? One end of this, they're both the same. It says this way round, but it doesn't really mean any particular way around. It just means to get it that way up. Has it got? Right, that's actually got the other end with the wires colour, but I don't think it matters because it's just going to be, the other end's going to be plugged in the same way around. So the colour of the wire doesn't actually matter. That's got to go the other way around anyway. So we've got that plugged into there. That will then go onto here. That way, no, it's got to be that way up. Oh, the little plugs, and there's 2 plugs and 2 screws. So you get that the right way around for those to go in there. Like that. And, oh, sorry, 3 screws in there, which are 3 more of these. There. Get all of them in before tightening any of them down. Make sure everything's where it should be. Go. Now we can tighten that all down. Basically, it turns it into a ratchet type screwdriver if the torque isn't enough for it to turn on its own. It still locks it in place. So we're okay with that. Here we have that. Then the bracket goes on there. Again, it will only go one way around because of the way the alignment of the pins. That has to go there. 2 more of these. This is where they gave us quite a lot because we're using them a lot to put it all together, aren't we? 2 screws there. Hold this in place. And then we'll fit the bracket into the body that we've already just finished assembling. And guess what? We're going to be using 2 more of these screws to do that. So the switches here obviously go over there. It all lines up like that. So let's get 1 screw in at the top, 1 in at the bottom. Oh, even getting it lined up at the bottom would be much more helpful. There we go. Tighten that up, and that should be. Yep, that's actually activating the buttons. They're obviously lined up properly in there. Tighten that up, and there we have this stage completed. Lots to do, lots done. Buttons are working to operate its functions, and that is that. I'm assuming we're going to be adding this to the framework and that very shortly, but not today. So I shall keep my screws aside for next time. Don't know what I'm going to be using them for now, but we'll figure it out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. I shall see you for the next one very shortly. Bye bye for now.